Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to do like a standard, a disclaimer, copyright thing, whatever. Any kind of standard disclaimers or copyrights or whatever that applies to making YouTube videos, writing little fictional stories or any kind of videos applies to all my videos on this channel and all the channels that I upload to, make videos for, and upload them and all that. I think there's a standard one that I've seen. I think it's by YouTube about any the person who's person or people who are uploading to whatever channel. They're copyrighted by that person. Okay, something like that. You can read them. But I was thinking about this today because I've been writing little stories here and there, and all along, over years. So mine are going to apply to all past, present, and future videos. And some of them I actually write by hand. Some of them most of them I do verbally and orally, verbally. And the other ones, some are both. Okay. And but I have on some of them that I've written, I've put the standard disclaimer, like the ones that are fiction, unless otherwise noted. I say that what's the standard one that goes something like, any resemblance to any person, living or dead, is purely coincidental, and they are only the creations from the fictional creations from the author's mind, kind of thing. And that's how that applies to mine. And mine aren't going to be, they're just entertainment. They're not to learn this lesson or to do this thing or any kind of counseling advice, anything along that line. They're just stories, and my brain just makes them up. Like I said, of course. And they're also, I think it was something about any person, place, thing, any of that kind of thing, any noun. But but of course places like Texas exist, and that's not fictional. The states, countries, now towns and cities, they can be fictional. I'm slurring today, but they can be fictional. They will be fictional for my stories. Well, hopefully I look them up to make sure that there's not one named that, because like in Texas, where my stories right now are in, well, they you have a lot of little towns. Of course I'm not going to know them all. So I look them up to try to, to make sure, good attempt that they are not real, and all of it's going to be fictional, the whole setup and how they run and stuff like that. And I have written plenty of them, plenty of videos, and some, like I said, some were written and so on and so forth. Some of them I've just did, little things like did videos that weren't associated with any story, but they were fictional, hypothetical, fictional, this kind of thing. So I keep saying this kind of thing. Yeah. If you've been watching my videos, you'll notice that we had those shrubs cut and shaped. Yay, the whole front yard, all of them. 2 weeks, they come every 2 weeks. 2 weeks before that, they cut one of the biggest trees, because it was getting like the grass underneath it, the sun couldn't get to it and all that. So anyway, yeah. So back to that. What other things that they put in copyrights? Besides that it's copyrighted me, nobody can use it, nobody can steal it, nobody can take my ideas to use as their own, especially my stories. Nothing about them can anybody use for their own. Nothing. And I have been on YouTube for long enough to know that people will steal your ideas as easy peasy as they can. No, copyrighted. And I think that's something that needs to be paid a lot more attention to, really. But anyway, I'm going to eventually, I don't know when, I'm going to write it out also. And I'm going to look them up and see what are the other standard ones that people use, and write it all out. I have on some videos. I just don't know which ones. I think at the end or maybe at the beginning of the video, maybe both. And but like I said, these are just fictional. These are just stuff my brain creates. I've always been like this. Sometimes it's stories, or sometimes it's just topics. And usually when I first wake up in the morning, boom, it's there. At least one. Sometimes it's many. Yesterday I had several. And I started jotting them down on notepads, which I'm known to do. I have so many. So unbelievably, so many. But, written on notepads. And I'm going to get to them and start doing them. But, like I said, the whole thing about making a disclaimer and a copyright and stuff like that. Now, I've always had a disclaimer underneath my videos, and it basically said this is just for entertainment purposes only, and it's my opinions and it's through experiences and stuff like that. And I could be wrong, and comments can be wrong. Anything can be wrong. So, it says for adults only, and what else? Usually I have a description of it, and I've got a headache, sorry. Slurring and I got a headache, and no, I don't drink. Just for the record, I don't drink at all. But it's just, I haven't been feeling it good. But anyway, let's see what else I'm thinking. But anyway, all standard ones apply. I mean, haven't we all read copyrights, and haven't we all seen that, you can't use this without permission of the author or the whatever it is, like videographer, yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but I do have a headache. I haven't been feeling that great, and no, I haven't been any, So, I think that's enough. Like I said, eventually, I don't know when, I'm going to write it for all my channels, and like I said, this is for all my channels, and I do have more than one, but, yeah. Anyway, talk to you in another video.